After his weddings with Ulupi and Chitrangada, Arjuna's journey in the exile continues. And in time, after visiting many places, he finally reaches Dwaraka, the place where his good friend Krishna is settled. One day, he watches a procession in which Arjuna sees Subhadra and falls in love at first sight. Now, remember, Arjuna is on an exile to pay the penance for what happened in Khandava Prastha. He's supposed to be leading the life of a brahmachari, but then he's already married twice and he has his eye on a third girl now. He consults Krishna and says, I am in love with your sister and I want to marry her. Suggest me what is the way out of this. Krishna says there are multiple ways of marriage which are considered for a Kshatriya. One is called the Kanya Shulka, in which you pay the price of the bride for the family and then marry the girl. That is not going to happen because we are in no need of money. The other way is what is the Virya Shulka method that you use to marry Draupadi. It is part of Swayamvara, but then it is not guaranteed that she may either pick you or someone else more brave and more skilled than you. So that's a risky place to be in. In times like this, there is another way which is allowed for Kshatriyas, and that is called Harana, which is abduction. If you were to abduct Subhadra and convince her that she should marry you, then society, myself included, will not come in the way. So one day, to perform some puja, Subhadra is going to the Raivataka mountain. Arjuna goes there, scares away all the security and soldiers who have accompanied her, puts her in his chariot and races towards Khandava Prastha. In advance, he has sent a word through swift messengers to Yudhishthira to tell him he has done this and he is bringing a girl and to be ready for a battle or a war if it starts. Once he abducts this girl and his chariot is racing, the soldiers go back and inform Balarama, who is beyond angry. He's bursting with anger and says, this is the worst insult anyone has ever done to us. We let him stay in our house. We treated him like an honored guest. And this is how he returns it? By kidnapping our daughter? Let's build up our entire army, go follow him, catch him and kill him right now and avenge the dishonor that he has brought to this house of Yadavas. He turns to Krishna and asks, what do you think, Krishna? He's your friend after all. Krishna is calm as ever and he says, you don't know how strong Arjuna is. You don't know how great the house of Pandavas is. To get our sister married in that house is a great honor, not dishonor. And in fact, if you take your entire army and fight with him, and I have to guess, we are going to lose to him single-handedly, and that will bring dishonor and disrepute to our house, not him taking our sister away. I'm happy to come with you, stop him from where he is going, but let's first ask Subhadra, is she up for this marriage or not? And if she is ready, then I don't think we should block them from this. This is what happens. They eventually catch Arjuna, and in this duration from the abduction up to the point of being caught, Subhadra has made up her mind that she will marry Arjuna. Balarama honors Krishna's words and brings Subhadra and Arjuna back respectfully. They marry at Dwaraka and stay there for some time. Eventually, Arjuna is going to take Subhadra with him and return to Khandava Prastha. In these 12 years of exile, Arjuna marries 3 princesses and with them has 1 son each. With Ulupi, it is Iravan. With Chitrangada, it is Babruvahana. And with Subhadra, it is Abhimanyu. All 3 boys play some role in the Mahabharata. Iravan, of course, reaches Mahabharata and spends an entire day killing a lot of Kaurava army and eventually falls to the Asura Alambusa. Babruahana, like we have already seen, decides to stay non aligned and does not fight. But after the war is done and an Ashwamedha is going to be performed, we see Babruahana playing a role then. And Abhimanyu, we know, is probably the single most important minor character in Mahabharata, in that his death is going to become the biggest turning point in Mahabharata. All three stepbrothers have a big role to play, but these are all, respectively, stories for another day.